Think you're smart, huh? The guy that hired yous, he'll just do the same to you. Oh, criminals in this town used to believe in things. Honor, respect. Look at you. What do you believe in, huh? What do you believe in?
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
Welcome back, my fellow madams, mademoiselles, and weebs. And today I'm going to be looking at the Figma Shiroko Sunaookami from the series Blue Archive. And by looking, I mean it. Moving past beyond my criminal checklist, it's figure time! Closely observing the face, Shiroko is a beauty to behold because she's a minor. Because the 2D characteristics are implemented onto the 3D sculpt, as if the sculptor read too many doujinshis of the particular character. The mesmerizing sky blue eyes are implemented with finesse, as it resonates the purity and innocence within Shiroko, alongside the sharp petite nose and a small mouth, culminating in a face so that it awoke something in me. Besides the mundane but kawaii face, Shiroko is also accompanied by a worried or anxiety-filled sideways looking face that's also indicative of the said character, as it perfectly suits Shiroko in situations regarding when senpai doesn't notice me or when a senile old man is hitting on her. But can you really blame the senna when she has an open mouth like that?
There's a hole. There's a goal.
But if you happen to pre-order Shiroko from the Good Smile store, you get this closed eyes face, which is usually seen when Shiroko finds pleasure. Moving down, it's evident that Shiroko is a minor. She is equipped with your school uniform, which seems very familiar. Wait! Blatant plagiarism aside, the uniform is highly detailed as it lacks the previous side effects regarding Figma, such as the botched paint job and awkward crevices placed on the body for added posability. This is in addition to the extra details such as the white buttons and the ID card on the left chest with the minute engravings explicitly rendered. This is not mentioning the shirt beneath the jacket, in which the necktie with the blue coloring and X-shaped stripes are also rendered with finesse. Not to mention the accurate mune size, as they are accurate in representing a real-life middle or high school student. I think? I don't know. I never held hands with a woman before. But regardless of their size, the white shirt and appealing bodyline just... You also get this blue scarf, which adds extra drip to Shiroko. But besides the splendid torso, we also have your run-of-the-mill school uniform skirt, which is embedded with the mundane patterns, but still good to look at. But a slight different angle allows the viewers to fulfill their innate sick desires. Moving below the belt, the legs are indeed pretty to look at with a decent balance regarding muscle and fat composition. But I do like my girl thick. And the unique characteristic regarding Shiroko is that she wears sneakers, a trait that is hard to come by with previous Figma, providing Shiroko with added mobility. When looking at what Shiroko provides,
besides her body,
she packs a punch, as the accessory assortment is beyond diverse, especially when considering what modern Figmas are usually accompanied by. Besides the faces previously mentioned, Shiroko comes with a masked head that can be attached by decapitating the head and reapplying it. And clearly observing the head, Shiroko wears a number 2 blue ski mask that covers all the kawaii inherent in Shiroko, with only the sensory components being exposed for
fully armed and operational battle station
and maximum stealth. And you can't forget about the halo, which Shiroko possesses, which I don't know what it does, as I don't play Gatcha games. And of course, you can't forget about the hands that usually accompany the Figma figures. But a unique aspect regarding Shiroko is that while the right hand is your pretty female hand, the left hand is equipped with a tactical glove, perfect for operations in harsh environments. Besides your fist, you also have holding hands that is used to hold this flashbang, which is in itself pretty good and used for breach and clear operations, and your common open hands. But a unique component related to the hands is that there are 2 types of trigger hands, one with the index finger outside outside the trigger hold in order to avoid any misfire. Not to forget a grip hand, which is used to hold extra mags alongside a grip attachment on the firearm. And of course, there's a shooting hand in which the index finger presses on the trigger in order to engage hostiles, alongside playing with oneself. Talking about firearms, Shiroko is equipped with the SG-556 carbine variant, I think, but is equipped for Arctic combat with the entire casing being all white with only the muzzle and attachments being colored in black. Talking about attachments, you have your stubby grip that eases the position when holding a rifle and reduces recoil. And then there's your PVS-05, I think from my personal experience, which is an 8x sight that aids in focusing on long-range targets. But if Shiroko has to engage in CQB, the PVS-05 can be removed for a good old trusty iron sights. But besides the details, the rifle also possesses two gimmicks that adds value to the accessory and makes it one of the best accessories of the year. Firstly, the magazine can be removed, in which you can insert the alternative mag with a peg. But the most prominent gimmick is the stock can be folded in order to decrease the size of the rifle. An actual gimmick that I've seen in real life when you could fold the stock of the ROKA's main assault rifle, the K2. Although hardly any one of my company members used this gimmick. Shiroko also has your decorated school bag that is beautifully detailed with Shiroko's personal charm embedded onto it. But you can replace the handle with one which can be attached by removing the head and placing the bag. And there's a peg hole well placed within the PlayStation button in which you can attach the peg magazine to place the rifle with its stock folded onto the bag, in order to engage against soft targets when the time arises. But as for how drones impacted modern warfare, from eliminating Iranians in foreign soil to dive bombing civilian infrastructure. And to keep up with the times, Shiroko has implemented the Obama strategy as she comes with her own attack drone. The drone, similar to Shiroko and her firearm, is colored in white with the blue stripes attached, Adios logo embedded onto the drone. But the main armament are the anti-personnel rockets, which increase the range and firepower Shiroko has in her possession, as the rockets are capable of eliminating infantry to soft-skinned vehicles. Is my high school waifu a terrorist? But maybe the most important accessory is definitely the separate skirt piece. Now you might ask, what's the difference? Well, my fellow viewers, the skirt has the front open, allowing for extra leg movement such as shooting crouched or when showing off her. But you can also preserve Shiroko's purity with two separate skirt pieces that allows the certain portions of the panties to be covered. But I do like my girls visible. When regarding size, Shiroko as being not only a woman whom are usually shorter than their male counterparts, but also considering the fact that she's a high schooler, meaning she's still growing, which she'll need plenty of. When observing Shiroko, she stands at about 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches, which is fair. Here's Shiroko next to Gunpla, Hayatoy's Godzilla, Star Wars Black Series, and fellow Figma. Now, as explained numerous times before, Figma is the GOAT of articulation and Shiroko lives up to such standards. Head movement is diverse, shoulder movement is limited, more akin to kaiju figures, elbows bend about 90 degrees, and hand movement is good. With the lack of crevices on the body, posability went down the drain. Leg split and movement is limited due to the skirt, preventing further range of movement. But if you changed it to the open skirt, leg movement is superb. Knees can bend over 90 degrees, and feet movement is decent. In conclusion, the Figma Shiroko Sunaookami is a great start to the year as the details and articulation are top notch, and in certain ways rivaling the Doomslayer. Not to mention the kawaii factor that makes people like me into furries. But the best aspect is definitely the abundant accessories that are provided, which makes playing with this figure extremely fun. With such statements, I'm giving the Figma Shiroko Sunaookami a ranking of A.